Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for just taking the time out to watch this short video, promo video. It's only going to take around about 10 minutes, so please stay around for 10 minutes. I'll try and make it as exciting as possible, but it's important that you watch it. More important is that you actually enroll on the course. But let's have a look at it. I'm talking about project management superheroes here. So the project management superhero that I want to talk about today is our risk register and why we have a risk register. So these project management skills that I'm talking about here, this one being the risk register, is it's a critical skill that all project managers must have. The older project managers out there would know very, very well about making sure that they have what we call the risk register. Okay, now the risk register, doing the skill, it's an online course taking you not more than 2 hours, just around about 2 hours, but I can promise you a very, very well invest 2 hours. It's going to change the way you do things in your projects going forward. So you could use this when you finish doing the course, you could actually in 2 hours time start applying this risk register to the project that you're doing currently, and of course to all future projects. So let's have a look at what we're talking about here. It is a practical approach, and we need to understand, first of all, why do we have to have a risk register? Okay, in many cases, we just need a risk register to get us through the stage gate or the toll gate, doesn't matter what you call it, okay, and then it's put aside. But no, this is not about that. It means creating a risk register and, in fact, using it. So, all projects have risks, in fact, many risks. Risk will cost your project when they become issues. That's what's important to understand. That if you are not identifying your risks, if you are not responding to them in the correct way, you will be paying for it at the end of the day when you start sorting out the issues that the risks in fact have started. So, when a risk register is in place, you know the following. You will know what the risks are. So now we in fact know what the risks are. Well, not all of them, because there are different types of risk, but in fact you will know the known risks. Okay, so straight away you can start dealing with them. There are some risks that are known unknowns, and then of course the unknown risks. So the thing is, this is going to give you a great start to start putting a risk register together and in fact dealing with risks. Okay. When the risks were in fact identified, who in fact identified the risk, who raised the risk and said there's a risk over there, so we need to know who this particular individual is and how in fact they were able to see the risk so we can get learning from the individual. Okay, the RAG status of the risk, in fact that's the red, amber and green. So if it's a red risk, we're in trouble. If it's amber, we're still in trouble. If it's green, well, we're not in that much trouble. But we need to put a risk RAG status together. Obviously, the category of risk, so it might be safety, it might be time, it might be budget, it might be technical, whatever the category is. So we will be able to categorize our risks in the risk register. And this is why I'm saying that you as a project manager need to have the skill to develop a risk register. So, of course, this will take you in the right direction. Okay, the description of the risk. Now, you'll have a description of the risk. Always important to know what the risk's about. Okay, you'll also have a description of the impact of the risk. So, if that risk might be a financial risk, so how much extra, if the risk does occur, because remember, there's a probability of the risk occurring, and of course, there's a probability of the risk not occurring. So, on the financial side, how much is this going to cost us if the risk, in fact, does happen? Okay. We will then, in fact, have a risk severity score. We'll look at this risk severity score using impact and probability matrix. We'll have a score before we take action or we respond to the risk, and we'll have a severity score after we take a response to the risk. The risk register will also tell us what our risk response would be. So important here, we do not mitigate all risk, people. A lot of the old project managers, what we talk about mitigation. No, that's simply one of the responses. There are another 4. So how do you find out about the other 4? Enroll on the course, you'll find out about them very quickly. Okay. Um, who is the risk owner? And of course, what is the due date for that risk to have passed or to have been dealt with? Okay. So this is why we have a risk register. Okay. To in fact minimize the impact that the risk is going to cause on the project. So let's look at it. What is in it for you? So this is the big question. If there's nothing in this course for you or your organization, push the stop button. Now, please don't push the stop button. Please continue watching. But there's a lot here for you and your organization. And what is it? Well, the success rate of your projects are going to improve in time, quality, cost, and of course, scope. There's risk in all of them. Okay? So we need to understand that our projects are going to have a higher success ratio. And don't we need that? It means that our company would become involved in more risks. I beg your pardon, in more projects because they're dealing with their projects in a more efficient and effective way. It sharpens the edge of your organization in the marketplace. So instead of being an average type of company, we would be market leaders. Market leading companies always tend to get more profit than the companies around them. More profit for the company. What does that mean? More profit or money in the pockets of the employees of the company. So that's what's in it for you. Of course, it's going to improve your project management skills. Okay, so you already have a number of project management skills, but this is going to improve it a lot more. Okay, you become more marketable in the marketplace. There are organizations out there all over the world, and this is important about a project manager. You can work anywhere in the world, but they're all on the lookout for project managers who have an abundance of skill. And certainly this is a skill worth having and bragging about. Okay, it's part of reinventing yourself. And we need to reinvent ourselves very, very often nowadays, or else we're in trouble. Good. Let's have a look. The course will give you this new skill. Okay, it's going to give you the winning edge in only 2 hours. Invest 2 hours, and boy, you're going to have a winning edge. Okay, so get the winning edge in your department, in your project office. Get the winning edge. Be one of the top project managers in your company, in your organization. So in just 2 hours, you will have a skill to develop a risk register. I promise you that not many guys out there that can develop a risk register, which will give you that winning edge that you want to put you ahead of the pack. So the course, what will it cover? The course is going to cover the following. It's going to give an explanation of the risk register, where the risk register fits into project management, why a project must have a risk register, the risk register, what it is and what it isn't. Okay, we need to know what that is. It's how to create the risk register. So now you are able to, in fact, create this risk register and put something on the table that is tangible, making you look good, isn't it? That's what's in it for you. Of course, how to use the risk register is important. And we will talk about a thing called PRM. So what is PRM? Well, stick around for the course and you'll see, but I'll give you a little bit of a taste of it. So the PRM simply means plan risk management. Okay, the I means identify risks. The E means evaluate risks. So we're going to be looking more at the negative risks, not the positive risk side. So we look more at the negative risks. Okay, respond to risks, how we respond to risk. And I said there are 5 ways that we can respond to risk. Enroll in the course and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. You can stop the video now and enroll straight away. No, don't. Wait for the end of the video. Okay, and how to monitor risk. So that's the M. Good. So what do we do? What do you have to do to get the winning edge? Well, pretty easy. Enroll now by following the following simple steps that are going to be given to you. Who is going to do and who is going to lead this course for you? Well, I'm going to lead it. My name is Eric Horn. Just a little bit about me. I have an MBA. I have a higher national diploma in production management. I have a national organization. I have a national diploma in organizational work study. I am a T3 mechanical guy. Although I'm at home in IT, so I'm more mechanical though. I'm a professional project manager. I'm also a professional risk project manager. I am a certified Scrum Master and a certified Agile project manager. I've worked in project management for well over 40 years, both as a lecturer and, of course, a project manager delivering projects of in the multi-millions, dollars. I've done that. I've also worked in different places in the world. I've worked in the United Kingdom. I've worked in United Arab Emirates. I've worked in Saudi Arabia. I've worked in the former Soviet Union, Oman, Qatar, Bahrain, Botswana, Zambia, and South Africa. I've worked in a number of different industries. I've worked in mining. I've worked in energy, more on the electrical side and photovoltaic side of energy. I've worked in smelters. I've worked in heavy engineering. I've done my time in logistics, finance. Now, that would be banking and, of course, insurance companies, education and training, fast moving consumer goods, and, of course, manufacturing. I love spreading the good word of project management, and this is why I'm talking to you about this skill. Get the skill, okay? The risk register is going to make you a lot better project manager than you are now. It's going to really open doors for you. There's no doubt about it. A little bit more about me. I'm married and I'm a very proud grandfather of young Noah, James, Sienna, and Poppy. People, give yourself that 2 hours, invest in yourself. At the end, you will also get yourself a certificate saying that you've completed the course after a short evaluation. But thank you very much for being with me for 10 minutes, and good luck with the course. Thank you, and good